everyone, Trace here. Today I'll be making a treat box using the brand new stamp set Gingerbread, and it is so cute and so many ideas you can do with it. The gingerbread men and the house and the candy and the oh my. So anyway, we're going to do a treat box today, and these are the things you're going to need. I'm using some Tombow dual brush markers and some Recollections fine tip pens. Both of those kind of vary. And some Cutter Bee scissors. And I've already stamped out some candy and I've colored that already. I will be fussy cutting these out for decoration. Some more with some scraps. Some art glitter glue is a must, always. And VersaFine ink. And the Misty, because we are going to be doing a mirror image stamping, because I want the box to be 4 sides and the house to be on 2 sides. So in order to make it look realistic for the house, I want the roof to be on the same side on both sides or ends of the box. So I will have to do a mirror image of the house. So in order to do that, we need the stamp set from Paper Smooches, and it is called Mirror Blocks, and it kind of looks like this. They're just like a stamp, only they're solid. There's no image or anything there. So I'll show you how that works, and you're going to need a Misty. This is the mini Misty, and I'm also going to use some craft colored cardstock, and I think that will be all. So let's give this a try. So with the mirror image stamping, I do have another video with some details on that called the wedding card mirror image stamping. But I will show you really quick how to do it again here. So we're going to take out the mat from the Misty here, and I'm going to use the acetate from the back of this stamp set, and I'm going to put it down. And I also have the stamp here on the acetate. And make sure that you put your magnets down around it, because if you want to do it twice, it will kind of stick to there. So I also have the block stamp here on my door. So I make sure that it will fit. This block right here, hopefully you see, will cover the image here. So all you have to do is ink it up like you normally do here instead of the window or the door. So you're going to ink it up over here on your regular stamp, and what we're just going to do is transfer the image onto this block. That's all you're doing at this point. So you want to make sure you stamp down nicely, and sometimes you may have to do it twice, but I want to make sure I don't move that acetate. So you can kind of see the image already on this block here. I'm going to do it a second time just to make sure it's nice and crisp. Although if it is missing some of the pattern or the image, I just go over it with a marker. So we're just gonna transfer that ink one more time. I know I have a big mess right there, but it's not going to affect anything there. So that looks like it's a nice crisp image that I need there. So now I take off the acetate here, and I will have to clean that up for sure. Then replace your pad. Then go ahead and put your cardstock in there normally, and put down your magnets. Then the image is here, so before it kind of dries, so you have to do that a little bit quickly. Just press that down. And it looks like that I haven't quite got the block on the image. So I'm going to be missing this little edge here, and that's not a problem because I will go over that with a black fine marker. So then lift that up, and like I said, it's not perfect, but at least it's the opposite image of what I need, and I will fix those little spots. So then to get what you want, normally just take this off here. It is very sticky. Of course, I'm going to wash that. I'm going to take my image like normal, and I'm just going to put it anywhere. I will be cutting that out, so it doesn't matter where on the page that I will have that. Now it's just the normal image that I'm going to ink down. So just ink that up like normal, close the door, and if I have to do it twice, should be easy enough. And I don't think I need to do it twice. I think it came out really well. So I'm just going to close it up. So now I have the reverse image of the stamp. So I had stamped the reverse image of one set, and I went ahead and did it twice. So I have two of those and two of these. And I fussy cut those with the Cutter Bee scissors. Next, I'm going to ink up the edges because I think that anything that's gingerbread or a cookie or anything like that would have some brown edges to it as far as it being baked. So I'm just going to ink all of the edges up on all of the gingerbread pieces, and then we will work on the box next. I really love how this came out, this effect of kind of a crisper cookie edges from being baked. It really makes quite a difference. I just love how that turned out for sure. And I used the Distress Oxide, the vintage photo, for that effect, and a blender tool. So the next thing we're going to do is build the box that'll create the treat box. And to refer to May's video on the wagon treat box, or it's an actual wheelbarrow, I will add that link to the description box so you can check that video out as well. But she helped me out as far as measurement and things like that. So when I was measuring the distance that I wanted to make this box, I decided that the bottom of this was about 1.5 inches. And I also wanted it, the height, to be fairly deep because I'm going to put probably candy canes, so I don't want them to jiggle around too much. So I decided to go ahead and measure that at about 1.5 inches as well, just about where the roof kind of starts. So by figuring out all of that, I figured that it would be a square that you would need, and that would be a 4.5 by 4.5 square. And I will be using some craft for that, but this is just a little sample. So go ahead and cut yourself a 4.5 square, and then we're going to do some scoring. So we're going to bring in my scoreboard here and the paper here. Now what you're going to do is score that at 1.5 inches all the way around. So I will show you that. So use your bone folder, 1.5 inch here, and then turn it and do that all 4 sides. So it should look like that. Then you want to put a few cuts in here, and in the red lines here I indicate where do you want to cut that. So cut it here, 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 and here. now this is just about finished. Just go ahead and crease those lines that you have there, the score lines. Just crease those, making it easier to assemble the box. There we go. Next I'm going to use some art glitter glue, and I didn't cut away any of the edges of the joins here. Sometimes that's helpful in a box, but I left them as is, and it kind of helped out for sturdiness also. You can do it or it's not necessary, either way. So I'm going to add some glue on this flap here and a little bit here. So I'm going to bring those two pieces in and make sure that they're nice and evened up. I'm going to bring that one at the top. Now you can bring these outside flaps towards the center or on the outside. Either way, it'll still create the box that you want either way. So then I'm going to do that on the other side. So there's a really quick little 1.5 inch box ready to go. Now I'm going to go ahead and color my pieces before I put those down on my box. And I've also colored and cut a whole bunch of candies here, and so those are ready to decorate as well. But first I'm going to color my actual house pieces. So now we're just about ready to assemble this treat box. Make sure you ink the back side of the house pieces because they will be seen from the inside, so it just makes it look a little more realistic as well. And so the reason why we have a reverse image is so that the roof can go on the same side of the house from the back side. So all we have to do is glue these pieces together. I'm going to put my Fred and Ginger on the sides of the houses here and here, and I'm going to decorate with all the candies and things like that, and I will show you my end result. I am finished decorating these treat boxes, and wow, how fun it was. It was just like decorating a regular gingerbread house, which I have been teaching for many years, and so I've learned a few tricks here and there. A couple of candy canes make a really neat heart right there, so it's really cute. So I had such a ball making these treat boxes, and as you can see with the Fred and Ginger and all of the candy, and I even have my doors open just slightly with a little score mark on this side, just to give a little more dimension as well, as if it doesn't have enough dimension. But it was so much fun. You guys have to give this a try. And so the candies that can fit is definitely a Tic Tac box can fit in there nicely. And I've got a bunch of Smarties here, and those fit really nice too. Just about any candy will fit. And you can add a little tag that says Merry Christmas or to the person's name, and gosh, it'll be really fun. These can go for classrooms and teachers, co-workers, just about anything. So have fun with it, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell to get the notifications, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.